like that. The date passed and they did not call me. But I was because of what she was saying, I was having hope that they will. So they sent us a message that we are going to come back. They're going to see what they can do.
They then called you
Yeah,
back.
they called me back.
You didn't hear her? Eh? They gave her a wrong course. And she cried down. I said, don't worry. Go to the school. They will take you for the right thing you wanted. They went. They told them, no way, go. And they cried back again. I said, don't worry, they will call you. She was like, I said, see, so day, they must call you before that day. The day came and passed. They didn't call them. They didn't call her. But she still believed. Because the way I said it, I said, they must call you. Don't be afraid. You must read this course of your choice. After like a week, pass. The school called you.
Yes,
Eh?
sir. Yes,
They
sir.
say you should come back.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes.
And that is how you went.
Yes.
And it worked.
It worked.
It worked. Can somebody celebrate grace? You're not going to understand. You're not going to understand what God they do for us for this church. If I say more talk, we will not go home. Let's go to the next one because of time. Okay.
Tmg.
We believe in result.
Tmg.
Result is here.
Tmg.
Where are the results?
During the COVID period, I was having difficulty in breathing. So I called the prophet and the pastors and they prayed for me. And it went on for like 6 months. I was not breathing properly and I thought I had COVID-19.
That could be COVID-19.
Yes.
Go ahead.
6 months. But through the prayers of the prophet and the pastors, I was healed.
Oh, you were healed
Yes.
from coronavirus. Can somebody shout hallelujah? You will not understand. All through that last year, we were battling through this attack. She could not breathe. And if they say coronavirus, now me supposed to get the coronavirus. Because I lay hands on everybody. Huh? Not be so. And people like us, where they touch people, supposed to get coronavirus. But God stood by us. It can never work. Okay, ma. I think your testimony is not finished. Eh? Thank you, ma. There are many, but because of time, but we appreciate you. I told you we are going to pray for you specially. You will not understand why she is so powerful and influential in this church. She actually met me when I was a nobody in this town. We just came before the church started. She met me like 6 months or 5 months before this church started. And she so much believed in me. Right? And she has never looked back since then. And you can see how God has transformed her and her full family. So let's hear from you why you are thanking God.
Tmg.
Believe in result.
Tmg.
Result is here.
Tmg.
You are the result.
I want to thank the prophet for all the prayers and all the follow-up. It has not been easy. Before I joined this commission, I was working in Guinness as a supervisor. But before then, I lost my job, and from there, I met her. So it was Pastor Mark I met when I went to buy some shoes in one boutique that brought me to this church. So when I came in, life was not really easy with me. Everything went down for me. Even at the time, other pastors at the other church, they were saying my wife was my problem, that I should leave her. That if I leave her, everything will be okay. I said no, that I will not leave her. So we suffered together, we really suffered. At the time, we were even soaking Gary together.
Gary is sweet, man.
She said she would not leave me no matter what. She saw the light in me, that everything will be okay, that everything will be good. At the time, things were very hard that she was doing moi 50 naira in her mom's shop, selling at the end, in the evening when she finished selling, she will come to the house, we will cook.
Sister Sonade here.
So
she do my mindset.
We suffered for
so that bros go visit food shop. Go ahead.
We suffered for so long. I said, anything that has a problem, there must be a solution. So I brought her to this church. At the time, when they prayed for her, then you need to see the manifestation. She was scattering.
A pastor told him that he must leave her. And that pastor was right. The pastor was right too, because the devils where they worry her, then if she they manifest here. If you're not strong now, she go beat you. Better beat you. All this juju. See beats. That's why the pastor was telling you to run. That if you can leave her, your problem will be solved. But if you love the person, not you go look for man of God will get better power to. That's exactly what he did. He brought her to the church. For the past 2 years, we've been praying for her seriously. Go ahead.
Even at the time, when I brought her to the church, she said she would not come. I said, no, you must come. Don't worry, everything will be okay. At the time, things were very hard. That even I don't even have transport to come to church. Just I will call Pastor Mark that I want to come to church, but I don't have transport. He said, don't worry, come. I'll pay. Even at the time, Prophet even had to book me on his special program. A program that he doesn't invite anyone. He said, I must come. So I came, I think on Tuesday night or so. I came. Then the following week, I got a breakthrough. Even I was even holding our strength that the landlord even threw me out, that I must go out. I told the prophet, said, don't worry, everything will be okay. It was not up to 2 weeks. I got a breakthrough. So I came.
Can you celebrate grace?
So I came back to the church. I wanted to do the marriage. My mother said no. Why? Because I was born into a witness family, Jehovah's Witness.
Okay, Jehovah's Witness.
My mother said never. The girl, I will never marry her. I said, what will I do? I told Prophet. Prophet said, don't worry, she will agree. What is her name? We prayed on her. We prayed on the altar. And the money I got then, instead of me to do the marriage, I gave the money out. I said the opening door, I paid for the door. There was a lady here in the church that needed help. I gave the money out and I traveled. So it was not, I traveled out outside Nigeria. It was not up to a month. I got another breakthrough. I came back. I bought a car. I bought a house. I bought a land.
Did they hear what he tell you? Say the money when I wanted to do the marriage, he gave it to the church. He got the grace. I'm not just say the grace. But the grace got carry and come up from Nigeria. Within 2 months, he came back, he bought a house, he bought a car, he has done the marriage. Can you celebrate this, Jesus? Broadcast, what is your advice for some of us that are here now that are suffering the way you used to suffer with your wife, that she will do more and say, so that all you so Gary, you even trek to church. What is your advice for people that are going through such terrible times now?
It's for them to believe in God and believe in the words and the advice of the prophet, of which I followed. Even at the time when I traveled out, I was following TMG online.
When you traveled out?
Yes. The only church I saw there was Celestial Church of Christ. So when I went, I attended the service on Sunday of it. After the service, they called me out. They said, your wife, she's going to a powerful church. She's a good woman.
Wait, hold on. He said when he traveled out, he not see any better church. The only church he could see that he could still attend was Celestial Church of Christ. You say right there, they called you out.
They confirmed the
and
church.
They even confirmed this church. Even in the Celestial Church of Christ. Eh? Abroad. They called him out. They said, your wife is going to a powerful church. And they said she's a good woman.
Yes.
They not condemn her for you there.
I should not leave her.
They said you should not leave her.
So I told them to check. They should check if she's following other men. I just want to know. They said nothing.
You see, man, why not even they do for that side? If they here say, Mona, help me check whether should they follow men. All these Nigerian men, check whether they follow. You see all these men? But why should not check for you whether they follow you both for that side? Okay. What is your advice for people like us that are still going through where you used to be?
So when I came back, my mom even calls her now more than me.
Your mom even called her. Your mom that never wanted her, that said you must marry from Jehovah's Witness. This thing be like sickness.
She supported the marriage, and at the end, even before the marriage, she gave us more than $500,000 for support.
You hear her? His own mother that was against the marriage gave them $500,000 for the marriage. Take. Go. See, this is a powerful church. Whatever you are going through, let us know. We can change it. We'll hold the person head, go to work. You not hear what he tell you, say we do the mother. I say, write your mama name, come, we'll work on her head. Now write the name, come, the work on the head. Work on the head. $500,000 and the mother give her. You know work? You know work? Oh, the wife where the mother say he can never marry her. You know why? In Isoko man. She's from Edo. Eh? You know Robo and Isoko, especially Robo now was pass. They don't want to marry outside. They don't want here. But today, your mother even call her more than she calls. Your mother has accepted her to heart. Can you celebrate this grace?
She said after the service, you should come and see her. We see her every weekend. So she even loves her more than me.
Your mother even loves her more than you. In short, I'm very happy. Can somebody shout hallelujah? Sister, for woman, you bring envelope. Pastor Tawe brought envelope. Be fast too. Fast before we change his mind. We are looking for money with a built church. We are going to pray for you specially. You're not going to understand too. Prophet just come back yesterday. You see one say one word. It's good though. If you not talk, they can take the envelope back. Go and let him talk. Just let her see. Yes.
Tmg. At first, when he invited me to this church, I was at home on Sunday. He promised to take me out to Warri to one bar. So I was waiting.
To bar?
4 o'clock. I was saying, now I kid Jesus Christ. All these church now they come morning till night. Now no one close. I was so angry. I wear a boot and one shotgun. I was just
they prepare for the bar. They prepare for the bar where you want to go drink beer.
So the usher was even directing me to sit down. I said, I beg. Me wanna leave me first.
Okay, you go come to church.
Yes, on Sunday.
You got to pray, man, will close quick.
Yes, I was
Go
so
now, they go to the bar.
I was so angry.
Yeah, sure, then they quit the close.
I was about when I said that Tapolin, they tell you the church. I think that this Tapolin church, that they waste time for like this, so God I beg you. I was so angry that day, but at the end, we still went to the Warri place, came back until one partnership all night. We told him not to be taking me out again. That this bar, all this bar club.
Okay, I then prophesied to him.
Yeah,
that may not they carry you to go to club and buy again.
Yes, that the bar is not good for me.
That the bar is not good for you.
Yes, and the spirit for my father and my mother's side, that the bar is not really good.
And the bar you they like.
Yes.
Now bar you they like.
Yes.
Bar girl. Go bar. No, bring pepper soup. Bring this drink. Or you know, there are many of you now, you are waiting to go to the nearest bar. Who cast out that bad spirit. Can we go ahead?
The bar favored me also, because I met him there also.
Now bar serve you for me.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. It's getting hot.
I was not a prostitute though. Just the bar is close to my house.
Even so me and they go by in those days. I
just went there with my twin sister, with our youth president back then in Catholic Church. He was the one that called us to come and join them. So
in the bar?
Yes, I just met him. It was like, Then I used to tell him my name was Lucy, not Paulette. So okay, she give me your number. I said, I got these people here, they all these kind of people. Isoko people, I not like them. Yeah.
Say not like Isoko people. But you marry Isoko man now. And I don't marry. Wait, what is your advice? He has said a lot.
Yes, so my advice.
I still have one more powerful prayer. I want to pray for money for us before we go, right? Please wait for this prayer before you go. We are going to close. No. Right? I want to pray because money answer it all. When it say travel, he come back, he build house, he buy motor, he do this. He not sweet. Oh, see, I should not fat now. But he can find because there is what? Oh. Okay, go ahead. What is your advice to sisters that are here in relationship and it's like the man, not they make money, now they feed them? Because he just told us that at a point, you were the one even giving him transport to go out. You were even selling him along the road to make sure you take good care of him. That when he remembered what you have done, that he could never leave you. So we have people like that are still here, that are doing everything for their relationship to succeed. And since you've been coming to this church, you have learned a lot from the teachings of the prophet.
Yes, sir.
What are your advice for those of us that has...
My advice to the singles lady out there, one thing about me right from time, if I always tell my friends or my sisters that if you are going for something, focus. Not be you go date this one, you date this one, date this one, date. Just focus. If you love this person, just be with him, stay with him.
I
No
feel like
matter
pulling
what.
my jacket. Onayera, sister, follow. She said, if you want to settle down, stay. You did Jackson, you did Michael, you did Robinson, you did Amos. You even get someone you don't know their name. When they call you, say hello, what be that your name that time? Tell me your name. Orwe, Kamuka. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Can you celebrate Jesus? It's that only that word where you talk, eh? That word plenty. You stay focused. That is the problem. Many of us miss our marriage opportunity because we were jumping like the monkey. Stay focused. Brackets, God bless you richly. We are going to pray for you. Sir, can we hear from you? Who is talking here? Is it you? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We believe the result.
TMG.
The result is here.
TMG.
You are the result.
I want to thank God.
Tell us your name first.
My name is Miss Obianuju.
Yes. Sister Obianuju. Mrs. Obianuju.
Yes.
Mrs. Na.
Yes.
What about your husband? What's his name?
Ogenevo.
Ogenofo. Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank God for the success of my marriage, which was last week Saturday. Before the marriage, there was a lot of temptations here and there. One of the temptations was
The
my
mic,
husband.
take it close. Go ahead.
One of the temptations was there was this, I think, ending of September or October, I think so. The TCF holding our house for the very first time. So it was Pastor Jama that was
Pastor
coordinating-
Jama.
Yes, that was
Go ahead.
coordinating it. So when he was praying, as if he want to end the prayers, I think something just told him that pray against accident and pray against death. And he said we should pray against accident and death, which we did. We all did. So very early the next morning, my husband said he was going to the bank. So I think it was around 7. Around 9:30, he came back. I saw his body that. I said, what happened? He said, I had bike accident. I said, God forbid. He said, see, now I have bike accident. He said when he was going, the bike was just on his own. He doesn't even know how the bike just fell. And they were in the middle of the road. Assuming that any motor was coming from behind with speed, that they are going to carry him and all that. Immediately I just said, the God of CMG is working. This is what Pastor Jama prayed of last night here. I just want to thank God because I don't know what would have happened if Pastor Jama did not pray that prayer. I don't know what would have happened. Maybe the wedding would not hold, which was last week Saturday. I don't know. I just thank God since that day I've been thanking God because I don't know.
What is your advice for young sisters out there like you that are still coming to TMG and they are yet unmarried? What is your advice for them?
My advice is believe in God. Whatever we are praying for, pray and have strong faith and believe in your prophets. Don't say, this one way, don't even doubt him. Don't doubt the church. Just believe and strongly have faith in God, and everything will happen in the way you want.
Believe. Can we stand up to our feet? We want to pray for them, right? Can we stand up? Pastors, I want you to stand like that, round. We want to pray for them. I want to anoint all of you for coming up to thank God in this great commission. Big